What's up, everyone? Welcome to our channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video, where we're going to be going over our TBR for our June Summer Bash Readathon. If you're watching this as it comes out, you do still have time to sign up. We are not doing the random drawing until this Saturday, so please make sure you sign up by then if you want to participate in the team-based Readathon that we're doing. So just FYI, if you are new here, it might be a little more noisy than it typically is. We have a fan going because it's hot, and then our neighbors are mowing, so I apologize for any sounds in the background that are not pleasant. But anyways, thanks for being here. And if you haven't already, subscribing to our channel goes a long way, and a like on the video is also super helpful to us. Linked in the description box below are tons of links like our Discord, our Patreon, and other ways to connect with us and our community, who are honestly so amazing. So we would love to have you over there as well. So for today's TBR game, what we're going to do is we have picked out books based on the prompts for next month's Readathon. We haven't tallied them up yet. So at the end of the video, we are going to tally up the books that we've picked for each prompt and find out who has won. So stay for the end if you want to see whose TBR is going to bring in the most points, although who knows if we're actually going to stick to that or not. And then the last housekeeping thing is that we both have 10 books. So that's 20 books that we have to get through in this video. So we are going to give you guys very, very brief descriptions. If that tagline sounds fun to you, then look it up on Goodreads or wherever you get your book information, because we just simply do not have time to tell you everything about these 20 books. So let's get into it.
Wait, how many points is that?
It doesn't, you're going to find out at the end.
No, but if it's a new author and that's more points, I need to put some of
It's 5. It's the highest one.
Okay.
All right, so I will go first. The book I have has been on a TBR before, but here we are again. And that is The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. Basically, this book is an enemies to lovers vacation rom-com, and I love The Soulmate Equation, also by Christina Lauren. And basically what happens in this book is the bridesmaid and the best man end up going on the honeymoon because everyone else at the wedding gets food poisoning, and then it's an enemies to lovers story from there. So a rom-com takes place on a vacation, on a honeymoon they weren't supposed to go on. Look, I did that fast.
You did such a good job. Now I have to see. Okay, so one of my books, one's on Kindle. It's called Stolen Tongues. It's written by a dude. I think it's Philip Blackwell. I don't know. The Kindle moves very slowly. Essentially, a couple goes on a romantic getaway to a cabin, and then stuff starts going bad. A dark figure looms near windows in the dead of night, whispering to the wife.
What is it called again?
It's called Stolen Tongues.
Stolen Tongues. All right.
So then that takes place in a cabin. That is a vacation.
Okay.
The next event is Stephen King's Gerald's Game. I am reading more through his backlist anyways. This is another couple going on a romantic getaway where
I remember this. Maybe just look this plot up.
Yeah, it's it's interesting. Most people probably know, but yeah, so yeah.
I mean, even I remember you talking about that plot because it's kind of very weird. Look that one up on your own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
there might be kids in the room, and yeah.
I read a lot of horror, so
true. Yeah,
people know that.
That's true.
Yeah. Then the next one, which is we're doing a movie at the end of the month. It's a horror movie, The Ritual. Why are you laughing at me?
Just the way you did that. It's fine. Continue. Every month for Patreon, we both have a movie. I always do a Disney movie. She does a horror movie. Her horror movie is
The Ritual.
Okay, they got it. They can see the cover.
Look how blurry your face is.
Okay, yeah, stop. We get it.
It's written by Adam Neville. I've never read anything by him, but this is kind of like a vacation, sort of. It's a group of dudes are going back to this place that they visited once, where I'm pretty sure they did a ritual.
Cool. All right, so the next prompt we're going to talk about is read a book with water on the cover. So the first one I have here is actually the old cover. It has been rebranded, but it's Taylor Jenkins Reid's One True Loves, sorry. And basically it says a breathtaking love story about a woman unexpectedly forced to choose between the husband she has long thought died and the fiance who has finally brought her back to life. So I am working my way through Taylor Jenkins Reid's backlist, so that has water on the cover. And then also, this is leftover TBR from last month that I didn't get to. I purposely saved for this readathon once I noticed there was water on the cover. But this is K.A. Tucker's Say You Still Love Me. I really don't know that much about it, except for K.A. Tucker is supposed to be a really good author. She wrote the Simple Wild series, which people rave about, and it is a romance story, so I know I'm trying. So yeah. Boom.
Cool. Party.
Next.
So I have two, though both of these take place on water as well. Well, one of them takes place on water.
But you only get to count one prompt. So.
I know that. Thank you. So the first one is My Best Friend's Exorcism. This is Grady Hendrix, I believe, right?
Yes,
yeah.
Grady Hendrix, yeah.
And it's like about a couple of girls who I guess go like skinny dipping or something, and then one gets possessed, and then it's like a horror comedy. So pretty rock.
Yep.
And then after that, there's a cat appearing.
That's fine. They're used to Xander.
Is The Starless Sea.
People will be very excited that you're reading this.
Yes, especially I know Marlene will be. I really liked The Night Circus, which is written by the same author, so I'm excited about this, and it takes place in and around and on the sea, I guess. I'm not really sure what the plot is. I don't need to.
There probably isn't one.
That's not true. There was a plot in the book that you think there's no plot. Hang on. Tunnels, rooms filled with stories, entranceways that lead to this sanctuary are often hidden. Those who will seek will find.
All right.
So stuff about doors and stuff. Cool.
All right, so the next prompt that we're going to do is read a book that takes place on or by the water. And the one I have for that, also part of Taylor Jenkins Reads backlist, is Malibu Rising. This is a story about a bunch of rich surfer friends who get together in a house for a party, and then drama ensues. And I'm very excited for that.
That sounds like your favorite TV show. Like it would be your favorite TV show.
Oh, probably, yeah. And then the next one is Fable by Adrienne Young. I've been wanting to get to this book for a while, and it is
mermaids?
It's pirates. We went over this in our Patreon exclusive video. It is pirates, not mermaids.
Oh, like half of my face is like on the...
Well, because, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, anyway, this is a YA fantasy pirate story, and I am very excited to read it. So yeah, those are my By the Water picks.
My by the water pick is The Luminous Dead, which actually takes place in the water.
Looks good. I like that cover.
It's a horror book, obviously, because I read a lot of horror. In fact, most of my books it's because I don't get to read them during the semester, so I'm getting them out of the way now. But this is about a woman that I guess lies about her credentials and then goes on like an undersea cave diving, which is typically already incredibly dangerous.
Yeah,
I think it's one of the most dangerous jobs that you can have. And I think she goes and then stuff happens that's scary under the water.
All right.
She confronts ghosts in her own head. So we'll see what that means.
I don't think I could read that book because of my fear of my claustrophobia thing. I don't think I could read that. All right, so the next prompt is buddy read, not to be mistaken with, isn't there? Yeah, buddy read with someone you've never buddy read with before. So buddy read with someone new. So the first one we're going to do is just buddy read in general. So the ones that we're both picking for this is our Patreon pick, since we buddy read with them every month, which is Outlawed? Is it Outlaw or Outlawed? I'm not sure. It's by Anna North. And I'll put the cover here on the screen. I'm actually going into this pretty blind. I know that it is a Western sort of book.
It's a feminist Western book that deals with issues of feminism and patriarchy. The conflict between the two.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do remember.
And there's also apparently some stuff with other marginalized groups. It seems pretty controversial when I read the reviews.
Oh, we do love a good controversy.
Yeah, so I'll be interested to read it to see how I feel about that.
And then the next one that I'm picking for buddy read is A Lady for a Duke, which I'm reading with one of our patrons as well. But since we buddy read together every month, sorry, I'm covering up your face. I don't know what else to do about that. But since we buddy read together every month, I'm not counting that as under someone new. So yeah, A Lady for the Duke is a new Regency romance, which I've never read before, which we'll talk about in a second for the next prompt. But this is one that has a trans female main character right here. So yeah, I'll be very excited to read this. And Cypher, I'm excited to read this with you if you're watching this. Okay.
So my Patreon pick is Dead Silence, and I'm assuming that I'm probably going to end up reading this with someone that I've not buddy read before, since I don't think I've really buddy read with a lot of people. Wait.
Yeah,
the Time War thing.
Yeah, you can't count that if it's for Patreon. It needs to be...
Damn. Never mind. For my Just Buddy Read, this is my pick for Patreon this month. It's Dead Silence. Help. That's what it says. Help. Help. I think it takes place in like a ship in space with like, you know, some bad stuff going on.
Yeah, this girl goes searching for her missing crew.
Yeah, and then there's like help written on the walls of the ship and what looks to be like them.
Yeah, and we just talked about our Patreon pick, so if you're confused, basically what we do every month is we have a main Patreon pick that our patrons vote on. We all read that together, and then I pick a book, and Casey picks a book, which are optional picks for our patrons. If they want to read those with us, they don't have to. That's her optional pick for next month. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So hopefully I'll be buddy reading that, but I might be reading it by myself. And in that case, I will figure out another point for that.
I think other people said they're going to read it with you.
Okay.
All right, and the next one that we're going to talk about is buddy read with someone new. So we can't count our patrons since we buddy read with them every month. So buddy read with someone new. My pick is going to be the first Bridgerton book, The Duke and I, because I'm hosting a read-along of that. If you would like to join us, we're doing a read-along and a watch-along. Just let me know and I can get you linked. We have a spin-off Discord server for that so that we can have a bigger place to chat. But there is a link to that in our main Discord server as well. And there's an announcement video up if you would like to join that read-along. So I will be buddy reading that with people that I've never buddy read with before.
Yeah, because I want to read this. Wait, but we can read outside.
Yeah, but are you going to bring that to Miami?
Yeah.
Okay, then don't count that here.
Yeah, I am.
So we're skipping the prompt comfort genre. Honestly, it's only 1 point, and I don't have time to be bothered with that because I'm trying to win.
So my new author is Jack.
Wait, I didn't say the prompt yet.
My bad.
It's okay. All right, so the next prompt that we're going to talk about is a new author. So we're going to pick books from an author that we've never read before. You may go first.
So my new author is Jack Ketchum. This is The Girl Next Door. This is based off of a true story. Though I assume loosely, though, the true story is actually harrowing in and of itself, about a girl, I believe in the 50s or 60s, whose father was working in a kind of traveling, I don't know if it was like a circus or some sort of entertainment thing. And he left her with these friends, or I guess neighbor-esque lady and her kids, and they ended up torturing the girl to death.
That's terrifying.
It's a true story. That part of it that I know that I just shared is true. They did some pretty terrible things to this girl, and this is a kind of fictionalized, I guess, retelling of that. I expect this to be very difficult to read. So if you're not a horror fan and you don't, and you have hard time with like really, really tough content, this is not going to be for you. I know that a lot of people put this on their most disturbing lists. So I was curious if I would feel the same way, so I wanted to read it myself. So.
All right, and my two picks. So I don't have them in front of me, but the two that I'm picking for new author, the first one is You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty. So I'll put these both on the screen here. I don't know that much about this book, except for the film rights have already been sold for it. It was the highest bidded book of the year. So there's a lot of like money and people going into making this book and trying to get the film rights and everything done for it. So I want to make sure that I read it.
What's it about?
I'm not really that sure. I know that it's about a woman whose husband dies and then she goes in search of like second love or something of the sort. I could be getting that mixed up. So if you have read it already, I'm sorry. But I've never read anything by the author and I don't want to butcher their name. So it's going to be on the screen on the cover. But they are a non-binary author. So I'm very excited to read more works from non-binary authors. And the next one is called Hide by Kirsten White. Kirsten, I think it's Kirsten. And it's a very short horror novel. I think you want to read it too, about these people who are trapped in an amusement park and they have to escape. That's basically, it's like 250 pages or something. It's pretty short.
I want to read that.
So yeah, those are my two new authors because I've never read. I think it's Akwaeke Emezi and Kirsten White. So
it's going to read.
That's okay. All right, so the next prompt that we're going to talk about is finish a series, and I'm getting a little cheeky with this one. You guys, you know that we do not police your reading. We don't police your prompts. You do however you want with them. So a little spin on this prompt. I am going to read Once Upon a Broken Heart. This is a spinoff series of the Carval series, which I just finished last night. It's still within the same universe, so I'm counting it, and it's the last one that's out. It's not actually like completely the series, but the next one doesn't come out till September, and I want to make sure I read it before then, so I am counting it as finishing a series.
I'm kind of doing something similar. I put Fevered Star. This was the second book of the trilogy of the Black. Was it called the Black Sun trilogy? I don't know.
Yeah, probably. But you only showed the cover for like a second bit.
Well, I was trying to see. I was trying to see if it had the name of the trilogy was on here because I don't know if it's called.
It's the second Black Sun book.
Yeah. So yeah, it's the second in that, and it just got released like a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, 2 months, something like that. So I'm going to be reading it for to cover that prompt. And I mean, it's the second in a series, so I don't really know if giving a synopsis is.
Yeah, we read the first one with our patrons, and that was a really fun book to do together. All right, so for the prompt of read a book outside, we are going to Miami in June, and so we're going to be reading on the beach. The first book I want to read is my optional Patreon pick, which is The Good Girl Complex by Ellie Kennedy. I'm going to get this book on Kindle because it's significantly cheaper. So I don't actually know that much about it, except for it's going to be a whole like romance series that takes place in this one beach town. And I just love things like that. I know that it's a girl who has like a really good reputation and she's like trying to be a bad girl for a summer. I don't know, guys. Like it sounds like something I would read and like, so that's what's happening. And then the other one is The Children on the Hill, which I loved The Drowning Kind that I read last month, and I want to read her newest book. I'm very excited for this one. I will either read this outside at home or I will get it on Kindle to take on our trip because I'm not bringing this hardback with me. So I might end up buying the Kindle version as well. This basically takes place between dual timelines. There's a podcast person who's doing a podcast about like scary things, and then there's like this beast in the woods and this girl goes missing, and there you go. I'm just really excited because I love The Drowning Kind so much.
And I'm going to take my nice mass market paperback of Stephen King, The Running Man. Like I said, I'm trying to make my way. I may even read more King this upcoming month than I have here because I'm trying to get through more of his. I have several of his books. I'd like to get through as many of them as possible before my semester starts. The Running Man is actually kind of similar to his plot of The Longest Walk, I think it's called.
Yeah, The Longest Walk.
Which was an excellent King book. It's more dystopic than it is horror. But this is about a guy who's kind of down on his luck financially, so he essentially joins like a reality TV game show thing, I think.
That sounds good. Sounds very up your alley.
No money, no job, no way out, and a young daughter in need of medical attention. So he
sounds like Squid Games.
Participates in the ultra-violent TV programming of government-sanctioned games network.
It's basically like Squid Games.
Yeah, like Hunger Game-esque. I'm not even sure when this was... Let's see when this was published. I'm curious now. Because The Long Walk was published, I think, in 1982.
Wow.
So he knows what's up. He knows... 1982. So he knows what's up. He catches culture well sometimes. Sometimes he doesn't.
All right, so the last one we have here, Dolly picked. Just kidding, she didn't. The last prompt is reread your favorite. I don't think you did one for this.
We didn't get to start it. We didn't do the start of the series.
Oh, I guess because I just didn't have anything for that. Sorry.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, well, let me talk about this and then you can do your start of the series.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so again, these might not be the fullest of prompts. They'll be linked in the description box below if you want to look at all the prompts. These are just the ones that we picked. But rereading a favorite, I do want to reread Stay Gold this month. I reached out to the author on Instagram and he agreed to do an interview with me at some point. I know he's very busy right now, but so I want to reread this, and it's only 1 point, but this book is worth it. If you haven't heard me rave about Stay Gold, you have not been here long enough because I only talk about this book. But basically this is about a trans guy in high school navigating his way through transitioning relationships, and basically all the things of like growing up and coming out. So, and it's perfect. The audio is also very good. It's narrated by a trans guy, which is very important. It was the first time I ever heard a trans guy's voice like anywhere. So
you like that book?
It's okay.
Mm. Okay. So then there's two.
Start a new series.
What are we doing, Dolly? Oh. Okay. That's fine.
Can you sit down?
Oh, look how good girl.
I know, she is a very good girl.
You gotta get in the frame, baby. Okay. So I'm going to try to start 2 series. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So I have Sinlin Ascends. Sinlin Ascends. It's called like the Books of Babel series, but I thought this sounded really, really interesting. Mild-mannered headmaster Thomas Sinlin prefers his adventures to be safely contained within pages of books. When he loses his new bride shortly after embarking on a honeymoon of their dreams, he's ill-prepared for the trouble that follows. To find her, Sinlin must enter the Tower of Babel, a world of geniuses and tyrants, of luxury and menace, of unusual animals and mysterious machines. He must endure betrayal, assassination attempts, and the illusions of the tower. So that sounds pretty cool. Sounds fun. So that would be the first in that series, and then I'd like to start.
Is that the first one?
Yeah, right. Remember you called Empires the second.
No,
wasn't
this is the.
Oh, so I'd like to start this a memory called Empire, which is, I think it's a duology. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a trilogy. I have the second one in my hand right now for some reason.
Just show them the second one.
Yeah. So this is the second one, Desolation Called Peace. I grabbed the wrong one by accident. So but yeah, I want to read a memory called Empire. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
That's what it looks like.
Which, to be honest, I'm not quite sure. I know that it's like a science fiction. I know that it's very like detailed and complex. So I'm not really exactly sure what it's about, but I know that it seems fun. So that's what I'm gonna do. Now I have to go back and calculate all my points because I forgot to type them out.
All right, stay tuned for the winner.
You're so you know that I'm not gonna like.
All right. Anyways, welcome back to the show.
I think I did this right.
So we've counted our points. Hello, can you talk to our people, please, about our recent find? No, we've already recounted. You don't get any more recounts.
No, I'm confused.
This isn't the election.
Yes, it is.
It's not rigged.
It's more important.
I got 60 points and she got 50.
I don't think that's right.
And you won the last one. Okay, give me a chance, please.
What, so now you want me to point?
You've already recounted, babe.
I know, but I missed books in the first time.
Are you triple checking?
Yes, it's important. It's not even because I'm competitive. I'm literally confused because I'm not good at math. 15,
I told you an easier way to do it.
35.
And you did not.
35. This will make people rethink about my intelligence.
That's not true.
35. Oh, I counted these in stupid places. 35. So that's 40. That's 39. 39. 42. Yeah, 40. Yeah, so it is. It's 50.
All right. Well, she got 50 and I got 60, but we do not know who's going to be on our teams or how the month's actually going to go. So we will see. We will be doing the drawing live this Saturday at 6 p.m. If you missed that, don't worry. I'll be notifying everybody of their teams as well as you can rewatch it back. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. We hope that you're going to join us for the Readathon. If not, you can watch from the sidelines. It's going to be a good time. We did it in January for our New Beginnings Readathon.
Lots of fun.
It's just so much fun. Everybody gets so competitive, but in a healthy way, and it's just a really good time. So as always, a very special thank you to our patrons who go above and beyond to help us keep doing this and support our channel. And thank you to you for watching this video. We appreciate you guys a lot, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.